Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather if you're new here, or if you're not, hey, it's good to have you back. And today we're going to talk about what I'm going to read in March. But we're here to talk about books, and books make everybody feel better, including me. So I'm happy to be here talking books with you guys. The return of the TBR mug. I haven't used this in a while, and to be honest, I'm really afraid to use it today. I want to see if all of the books that I need to read can fit a prompt. And I do have spring break in March, so that gives me 9 days of uninterrupted reading time. So maybe I can get a little bit more than normal read in the month of March. And if not, we're just going to be overly ambitious. I have a lot of book clubs I want to participate in. I have a lot of personal reads I want to read. I have a lot of books that people read last month, and they have then since influenced me to read. So we're crossing our fingers we can get everything fit in. I think we're going to pick 6. I have more than 6 books I want to read, but we're going to try and pick 6, and we're going to try and make the books fit. Prompt number 1. Ooh, perfect. This one says Sci-fi, and I have just the book for this. It's one I have been really excited to get to. For our sci-fi pick, we're going to be reading Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and I am so excited about this book. I got it last month in my Book of the Month box. I know it's a backlist, but you can't watch somebody's year-end wrap-up without them talking about this book. My favorite podcast, Popcorn Culture, they reference this book all the time, and I feel like I'm missing out. Plus, my best friend just put like this little bookmark / envelope package together for me, and let me show you the envelope he made me, and I use these as bookmarks. It is a perfect fit. This is the bookmark that my friend made me, and I'm going to be using it with this book. It's like it was meant to be. So prompt number 1, sci-fi. Prompt number 2. Bird on the cover. Do I have a book with a bird on the cover? I don't think I have a book with a bird on the cover, so we're going as close as we can to this, okay? So I have an ARC that I would really like to get to. And that ARC, some of y'all are gonna freak out. That ARC is The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. And I don't have a clear color image, so I will put one here and I will confirm whether or not there's actually a bird in this cover or not, but we're stretching it. And this has a big sweeping tree on the cover. And you know what lives in trees? Birds. You know what I need to read because this is a NetGalley ARC? This book. So while we might not see the birds on the tree, we know that they are there. Prompt number 3. Published in the month you were born, and this was submitted by my friend Elise. I know for a fact this book was published in September because it was my birthday month and I specifically remember it coming out. So this is Richard Osman's The Last Devil to Die, which is the 4th book in the Thursday Murder Club series, which is a series that is very near and dear to my heart. Prompt number 4. That is 2 stuck together. Matches the current season. This one is up for interpretation, isn't it? Because that could be like it's spring in the book. We're calling it spring now. It's 70 degrees outside. So that could be it's spring in the book. The colors remind me of spring. It was published in the current season, and we're kind of going with the colors match and the publishing time matches. So that is going to be, sorry, the cover is a little bit shiny, but that is going to be A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. So we've got these beautiful blues, we've got these shimmering pastel blue edges, and it was just published today. So that is how we are getting away with matches the current season. This is one that I definitely wanted to get to because a couple friends of mine on Instagram and here on YouTube are planning on reading this one together. Plus, I think one of my teacher friends might be reading it with me. I have really, really high hopes for this book. So matches the current season, A Fate Inked in Blood. Prompt number 4. This one says romance in my really bad handwriting. So for romance, I'm picking 2. I think this has romantic elements in it, and I really need to get this one on my TBR because this is my in real life page turners book club pick for the month. The cover's beautiful. I don't read a lot of literary fiction, but I am pretty excited about this book. So this is Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. And it says that this is an addictive, humorous, and poignant debut novel about the shockwaves caused by one couple's impulsive marriage. And we're also going to pick A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden for romance, because this is the Tales of Starlight book club pick, and I want to read it for that. And the sequel comes out soon. And for a fantasy romance, this is not very long. Just to read the blurb, the first in the epic romance trilogy, The Sacred Stones. Captured by the King of Darkness, she was forced to find the light within. Gonna go in overall pretty blind, but I know that this book is really hyped up. This book is really beloved, so we're picking 2 for romance. All right, prompt number 6. There's one more book I really want to get to this month. They're stuck. There's 2 of them. Okay, we can make this one work. It says, most recent purchase. I pay for KU, right? So I purchase KU, and therefore I consider the books on KU a purchase. My most recently downloaded KU book is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. So many people have been reading this, loving it. It's fantasy romance. It has dragon elements. I don't know anything else about it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have a back cover to read you, but just know I'm reading When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, and I am thrilled about this. So let's talk about all the books that I picked from my TBR, and then I also have a couple other books I need to talk to you guys about because, again, we're just being very ambitious little people in the month of March. So on my Kindle, we are fulfilling the most recent purchase prompt with When the Moon Hatched. We're also going to read The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. It's a little bit of a stretch, but that one is going for has a bird on the cover because it has a tree on the cover, and birds live in trees. So both of those will be on my Kindle. And I love having a couple of books to read every month on my Kindle because it means I can put my Kindle stand on my bed and rot there, which in this mental state is what I need. For romance, we have 2 books. We're going to be reading A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden, fantasy romance. And then we're going to be reading Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. I don't know how to say her last name. I need to figure that out. And this is Litfic romance. So both of these, 4 matches the current season. We are going with A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen with our beautiful mermaid sprayed edges. Matches the season because of the pastel blue, matches the season because it was published in the current season, and that makes me feel great about my life. Also, I think kind of fantasy romance, and I know nothing else. Oh, and that it is Norse inspired, which I have not read very much of, so that's exciting. For published in the month you were born, we are going to go with The Last Devil to Die by Richard Osman. Cozy, mystery, hard-hitting, emotional story. Love the characters. I've been just waiting to dive into this for the perfect time, and I think over spring break, when my mind is a little bit clear from my job, will be the perfect time to be emotional over this. For my sci-fi pick, we're going to go with Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, a very, very highly anticipated read for me. I'm very excited. And of course, I'm also very excited to be using my little astronaut bookmark because it's the little things in life, y'all. As far as other books I would like to read this month, my main priority is going to be A Tempest of Tea. I cannot remember the author's name off the top of my head. I don't own this book yet. And so when it comes in the mail, I will have it, and I will have it in front of me, but I don't at the moment. But this book is important for me to get to because it is Liv's book club pick for her Tea Time Society. So are you planning on reading any of these books? If so, which one? And have you read any of these books, and what were your thoughts? Please leave them in the comment section below. And if you don't really know what to put, why don't you leave me a blue heart. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a little part of my bookish family. You guys mean the world to me on tough days like I'm having today. It means so much to me that I have so many book friends that reach out and are just so kind and beautiful. Your souls are amazing. Y'all are like my kindred spirits, and I'm so appreciative of you. As always, my social media is linked down below. I highly appreciate every like, every comment. You can always hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed and you don't want to miss any more bookish content from me. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.